Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a new album review. This is going to be the final 2020 album review, and then I won't be doing another new album review till next year. So this is for Paul McCartney's new album, McCartney 3, that I'm returning to you for. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, I gotta say, his guitar work, like his acoustic guitar work, his electric guitar work in this whole album is actually pretty good. Mostly acoustic. Acoustic, I meant to say. I felt like I said it wrong or whatever, but yeah, it's a good album in its own way. A few songs I'm not sure about liking. I think Pretty Boys was one of the weaker ones. Uh, the way Paul McCartney's singing it, I'm not sure if I like the way he's singing that song. Uh, Find My Way is not a bad one, but he has a falsetto voice that doesn't sound so bad, but still a little bit of a cringy one. But the first track I actually do like, and it's probably one of the stronger songs. It took me some time for the song to grow on me for Long-Tailed Winter Bird, but it's good in its own way. Um, the guitar work, the acoustic guitar work in that song from Paul McCartney is really good. Or whatever, you hear that in the beginning, and then it gets so much better with the riffs from the acoustic guitar riffs. So it sounds really good. Lavatory Lil uh, was a pretty good song. Woman and Wise was decent. Not perfect, but it was decent in its own way. Deep Deep Feeling was a very long song, so you're in for a pretty long song. It's like 8.5 minutes long, but it's not disappointing. I actually found it to be pretty entertaining. And Sliding, I guess you can call it, uh, I was saying it wrong, so it's called Slidin'. Uh, that's a pretty good song. I wasn't disappointed with that one either. Uh, Kiss of Venus and Seize the Day they were fine. Not perfect, but they were fine tracks. I wasn't disappointed with uh the Deep Down song. That one was actually pretty good. And Winterbird When Winter Comes is a pretty strong song, but to close the album out, but it it has the opening riff, like the opening acoustic guitar riff sounds good. It's from the Long-Tailed Winterbird, so it almost sounds like you're going to be hearing the same song, but it's not. He changes it up with a different melody and a different tone to the song. Paul McCartney does, and doesn't sound that terrible. So you're in for like a 45-minute album, but it's actually good in its own way. Um, I found the production work for how the flow of this album's going is not sounding so bad. I was, I kind of was a little too, passing judgment on this album when I first heard it, like at the beginning of the week. I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, so at the time I gave it a 7.5, but now it's going to get a better rating. But I don't want to reveal what I'm rating it yet. Uh, so yeah, Lavatory Lil was a pretty short one. It was like almost 2.5 minutes long, and Woman and Wives was like almost 3 minutes. So there were some short songs, but the longest song was Deep Deep Feeling, and I like the part where he's singing "How Does It Feel." The way he's singing that, it sounds pretty good. When you're breezing through the song, he gets to that "How does it feel" lyric, and it actually sounds pretty good the way he's singing it. Sliding almost sounds like he's in, like fusing a Muse track with Matt Bellany. The way he's singing it, it sounds like his voice with the "I can finally fly, da 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 da," or whatever. It sounds actually pretty good. Uh, I might be saying the wrong lyrics, so I'm sorry if I'm reciting it wrong. I'm trying not to recite lyrics from this album because I could get in trouble for reciting lyrics when the album's not out yet. But it will be out at midnight, and if you want to find it, it's on Kingdom Leaks. But there's only like 2 weeks left of Kingdom Leaks left, and then they're shutting down their website on January 1st. So I'm a little disappointed, but I guess it's fine. And Kiss of Venus, the way Paul McCartney's singing it, I'm not sure if I like that one. But I think Pretty Boys was the weaker track. My favorite ones have got to be Long-Tailed Winterbird, Lavatory Lil, Deep Deep Feeling, Deep Down, and Slidin'. Those were probably my favorites. So overall, I think Paul McCartney's McCartney 3 is a good album in its own way. I wouldn't call it my favorite, but I would say it's good in its own way. And it at least tried to entertain me. So it was entertaining for most of the album with certain songs. But for a score, I think I'm going to give Paul McCartney 3, an 8 out of 10. This was a good album. It wasn't that disappointing. There was a few weaker tracks, but for what it is, it's not that disappointing. I'm not a huge Beatles fan, and I know most of you guys are going to say, oh, well, the Beatles are a classic, so you got to give them a chance. Which I tried, and I wasn't a huge fan. There were some songs that I was like, it's not bad. It's not great, but not bad. But they're kind of not my least favorite band, to be honest. And I'm just being honest, so yeah. But I don't hate Paul McCartney's new album. It's actually good in its own way. So an 8 out of 10 I'm going to settle with for McCartney 3. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Paul McCartney album, McCartney 3, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review that I made for you guys, this is going to be the last 2020 album review. And then I got to finish up on the end of the year videos towards the end of the month. And then we'll be starting the new year with some new album reviews in a few weeks. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of album reviews in January, but I'll see what comes out in January and see if there's going to be anything interesting. Because I only found 2 albums to be interesting to me, which is the Drake album and Bandmade. And those come out in late January, I think. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this last 2020 album review I'm doing for the year. And it's not like I'm quitting YouTube, it's just I'm not doing any more new album reviews or EPs or anything until the new year. So yeah, sorry that I have to kind of end doing 2020 album reviews. I just wanted this to be the last 2020 album review to do. But I will be returning to you for the Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 8 review tomorrow. And Corey Marx's Who I Am album review is going to be Saturday, along with a few other videos throughout the weekend. I might have another end of the year video to do towards, I think, the weekend, I believe. And some other videos as well, and a live stream too. So definitely stay tuned for all that. I hope you enjoyed this new Paul McCartney 3 album review. And yeah, definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.